Hello! Welcome to the weekly Top 10 news, brought to you by Solarika, the world's first online community dedicated to solar energy. Austria's government has unveiled a new Green Energy Act, under which feed-in tariffs for photovoltaic plants more than 500 kilowatts have been removed. A new support structure has been devised in Austria for building integrated and rooftop systems, which will receive a combination of investment grants and tariffs, so that less wealthy citizens have the opportunity to build a PV system. Meanwhile, in France, to further develop photovoltaic power, the new French government has recommended a change from the current feed-in tariff system, available for systems up to 100 kilowatts, to an auction system. Presently in France, photovoltaic systems up to 100 kilowatts are eligible to receive a feed-in tariff, which ranges from 10.5 to 34 euro cents, depending on installation type. Meanwhile, for plants bigger than 100 kilowatts, an auction system was introduced last year. The UK Department of Energy and Climate Change, DECC, has released 3 consultations on the nation's Renewable Heat Incentive, RHI, including a proposal to provide tariffs of £0.173 per kilowatt-hour, or $0.280 per kilowatt-hour, for domestic solar thermal installations, payable over 7 years. The RHI was introduced in November 2011, but only for commercial, industrial, government and non-profit installations, leaving out the much larger residential sector. The RHI consultation will close on December 7, 2012. Renewable energy policy expert Paul Jipe of Windworks has noted that the RHI is the first program in the world to use the feed-in tariff mechanism to support solar thermal installations. Polysilicon oversupply is continuing to adversely affect prices. In its latest PV polysilicon price tracker report, IHS has found that polysilicon prices have continued to fall since December, with contract prices for 9N polysilicon decreasing to $27.80 per kg in August and spot market prices at $21.90 per kg. Meanwhile, contract pricing for 6 and 8N polysilicon was said to be $22.70 per kg, while spot market pricing was at $20.10 per kg. In addition to oversupply, pricing has been further affected by a sharp decrease in the demand of photovoltaic modules, and China's instigation of countervailing duty and anti-dumping investigations against the US, and a case against South Korea, and the threat of a similar investigation in the EU. The Civil Society Institute, Newton, Massachusetts, U.S., has released a new report looking at water usage among different electricity generation technologies, which finds that solar photovoltaic, PV, and concentrating solar power, CSP, plants with dry cooling use far less water than many conventional forms of generation. The hidden costs of electricity. Comparing the hidden costs of power generation fuels finds that dry-cooled CSP plants use only around 300 liters of water per megawatt-hour, less than 1/10 of closed-loop nuclear reactors and 1/6 of the low end for coal generation. Skyfall Incorporated, Arvada, Colorado, U.S., has been awarded the 2012 Technology Award for their Reflectech Plus mirror film at the 2012 Celipis Conference, held in Marrakesh, Morocco. The company describes Reflectech Plus as a high-reflectance, durable silver polymer film designed to reduce costs for parabolic trough concentrating solar power, CSP, plants. Skyfall notes that the film incorporates an abrasion-resistant coating, and is the first film proven to be durable for up to 30 years in outdoor environments. A village in Makuni, Kenya is set to benefit from a multi-million shilling solar energy research project by the University of Southampton and Imperial College, London. The project is sponsored by the Research Council's Ucan Department of International Development, United Kingdom. The Solar Energy Research Project started 3 years ago, looking for options for electrification and its social implications in rural Kenya. The project will be carried out in parts of Makuni, with Gatonuni Market selected as the ideal site by the researchers. The project is set to benefit 3,000 inhabitants and 40 direct connections to shops, school, churches and hospitals once completed. The group's leader, Professor Abubakar Berge, who is the head of the Sustainable Energy Research Group at the University of Southampton, said that the main aim of the project is to help the community through sustainable energy, and this is exactly what we are giving this village today. Once the project is complete, the community can harness the solar energy to light their homes and also initiate vital enterprises to help alleviate poverty in the area. The Delhi government in India plans to light up more of the capital's historical sites through solar power. The 13th century Qutub Minar, the 17th century red sandstone red fort and the 16th century Humayun's tomb, all declared UNESCO World Heritage Sites, are among the 6 sites where the Delhi government plans to install solar power plants to replace conventional sources of electricity. Solar power has been already installed at 2 tourist spots, Jantar Mantar and Humayun's tomb, which are lit by solar power at night. The other sites the Delhi government is planning to light up through solar energy are Jama Masjid, the Old Fort and the Lotus Temple. Speaking at this week's MENA Renewable Energy Forum, the Managing Director and CEO of Dubai Electricity and Water Authority, Mr. Saeed Mohammed Attair, confirmed plans to invest $3.3 billion in building one of the largest solar parks in the region, a 1 gigawatt PV facility. A specific location has not been disclosed. The facility, known as Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Solar Park, is expected to be completed by 2030. The first phase involves the construction of a 13 megawatts PV plant which is scheduled to become operational by the end of 2013. Altair also highlighted at the forum that distributed rooftop solar power sources may account for 20% of Dubai's electricity needs by 2030. IKEA's New Haven, Connecticut store has officially launched its 940.8 kilowatt rooftop PV system, making it the Swedish company's 32nd completed U.S. solar project. Built across 118,000 square feet, the PV array uses 3,920 panels and is anticipated to produce nearly 1 million kilowatt-hour of energy per year. Solarika Solar America contracted with IKEA to develop, design and install the PV project. IKEA noted that it has 7 more installations under development at this time. On September 17, Fluor announced it has been awarded a lump sum engineering, procurement and construction (EPC) contract. It was also awarded a separate contract to provide operations and maintenance services for a 170 megawatt solar photovoltaic facility from Sentinella Solar Energy LLC. The Sentinella PV project is set on approximately 1,600 acres in Southern California's Imperial Valley, some 90 miles east of San Diego, an area that's both literally and figuratively become a hotspot for solar and geothermal energy development. LS Power on September 18 announced that it has fully financed the project, with San Diego Gas and Electric contracted to purchase the clean, renewable energy produced per the terms of a 20-year power purchase agreement. The long-term project finance syndicate was led by Prudential Capital Group, with shorter-term bank financing provided by a group led by Sovereign Bank and 4 other joint-led arrangers, Union Bank, Rabobank Nederland, Kidken Noordeld,